So another question that's come up is, what do I do once my PPP process has been complete, I've filed for forgiveness, and I've got a balance left? A lot of people are going to have a balance left on their PPP loan. So that is still limited to the same things that you had to use the loan for in the first place. So the use of your loan, let's say at the end of the day, you've got $50,000 left over on your PPP loan, you've decided to keep it, you're not going to pay it off, you still have to use that on payroll, rent, utilities, and mortgage interest. And that can be a little bit of a surprise because people have said, well, it's a loan now, I should be able to use it however I want. Well, in the loan docs, you'll notice as you review your loan docs that you are saying that you're going to use those loan proceeds on these 4 things. So that doesn't change even after your funds are converted to a loan. You'll also want to go back if you've got a PPP loan, which a lot of people did prior to June. You're going to want to go back to your bank and you're going to want to request your bank to term your loan from 2 years to 5 years, from a 6-month deferral to a 1 month or 1 year deferral. So a lot of banks have been accommodating. Typically your small regional banks have been on top of this, realizing that some people that got loans early were at a disadvantage to those that got loans a little bit later. So if you got a loan prior to June, you're going to want to go back to your bank and you're going to want to ask them for the 5-year term because that's what was in the second round of funding that was June 3rd or later. So you're going to want to request your bank to term that out to 5 years. And that would give you a little bit of breathing room on anything that's left over. It also gives you a 1-year deferral. Not that you couldn't do that through the forgiveness process, but you'll want that 1-year deferral up front to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. So request your bank for the 5-year term. I have not had great luck with the national banks. They've said whatever the PPP loan was that was put in place is the amortization table that we're going to follow. But I would continue to ask and ask and ask and not assume at this point.